Hello everyone, this is Michael Gucci from Malta Block. Sorry about the technical difficulties during our last session. Today I want to update you on some of the exciting things that are happening with the WAX ecosystem. And then we will discuss the advanced permission structure for WAX accounts. In the first news, there was a major partnership that was announced from the WAX team. They announced a partnership with TOPS company. Now, TOPS is a very well-known company that makes tradable digital cards. I'm going to share my screen here, so just bear with me for a second. So this is the announcement from the WAX team. So TOPS is a company that produces the trading cards for Major League Baseball, Star Wars, WWE, garbage pail kits, etc. It's a very big company. It was founded in 1938, and I think lots of people are using it already to trade these cards. Now, with WAX partnership, these collectors can trade this on the WAX blockchain. So this is going to be huge. This is going to go live sometime this month. You can also sign up here as an exclusive offer. I will post this link on our show notes. In the second news, WAX team announced the WAX Labs. WAX Labs is the worker proposal system on WAX. And here is the announcement for this. Now, there is more than 75 million WAX tokens in the worker proposal fund. So if you have a project that you think is suitable for WAX, please take a look at the WAX Labs, and you can send your application here. A first project was already funded by the WAX Labs, and this is the Atomic Assets NFT standard by the Pink Network team. So congratulations to Jonas and Fabian for getting the first funding from the worker proposal system. So with that, let's move on to discussing the advanced permission structure for the WAX. Now, there is a nice article written by EOS Amsterdam, and I'm going to post this on our show notes so you can take a look at this. Basically, WAX account comes with two default permissions. So you have the owner permission and the active permission. One way to think about this is to use the analogy of a door. An active permission is like a key that you can use to unlock the door. What I mean by this is with active permission, you can do any type of transaction that's possible with the WAX account. The only thing you can't do is to change the owner account. So that is, with this key that you use to open the door, you can do everything except changing the lock itself on the door. Now, the owner key can do all the transactions that the active key can do. But in addition to that, it can also change the owner key itself. That's similar to changing the lock on the door analogy. So these are the two basic permissions that your account comes with. Now, in our last session, we talked about creating this special customized permissions. This helps with the security of the account, because there are certain actions you do every day, like voting, for example, or collecting rewards, for example. You don't necessarily want to expose your owner or active key for doing these daily transactions. So when you set up a special permission to do only those transactions, it will be quite useful, and it will improve the security of your system. Now we can go one step further today, and we'll look at how a multi-signature account works. We will also create a MSIG account. We will propose a transaction. We will sign it, and we'll execute the MSIG. Now here is an example of a permission structure in a multi-signature account. So in this account, for example, you have let's take one part of this. So that you have the active permission, which has a threshold of 2, and there are 3 keys associated with this. So what this means here is that in order for any action that will require an active permission, you need 2 out of these 3 people to sign the transaction. So this greatly increases the security of your account. So let's go ahead and create a multi-signature account today, and then I'll walk you through the process of how to propose, sign, and execute the transaction. So you would need blocks, you would need some accounts with you should already have the account. If not, you can always contact me for a free Wax account, and I'll be happy to provide you one. So I'm going to create a MSIG account here. So let's when you go to Wax, so make sure that when you go to blocks, blocks is considered more like a portal. There are so many things you can do with blocks. For today's session, we are focusing on Wax. So make sure you select the right blockchain at the top. So that's the first thing. Now, what I want to do is set up a multi-sig account, and let's log in with the account for that first. So right now I'm using Scatter. So let's see. Yes. So I have an account here called MSIG Security, and I'm going to log in with the owner key with that. Perfect. So now we are logged in with the owner key for MSIG Security account. Now you can take a look at this account. So right now it's just a default account. It has 2 keys. It has a owner key and an active key. But I want to change this into a multi-signature account. And for that, first we need to change the permissions. So let's go here. So let's go one more time. So you'll first log in with the account with the owner key, preferably for this particular setup. You go into the wallet, click on keys and permissions, and then you click on the advanced tab here. So as you can see, there are 2 things here, owner and active. So we are going to click on this active permission. That will open up it will drop down to give you further options. Now, I want this to be a 2 out of 3 multi-signature account. So I'm going to first remove the key associated with this. So you just click on this, it's gone. Now let's add 3 accounts to this. So you click on the add account 3 times. Now I have 3 other accounts. So I'm going to put them here. So the first one is going to be Wax Meetup 111 active. The second is Wax Meetup 115 active. And the third one is this account itself, that is MSIG Security active. So basically what I want to do is I want this particular MSIG Security account to have multi-signature capability. So I am adding 3 accounts, the 111, 115 MSIG Security account. So now let's go ahead and save this permission. Here you go. So we are updating the authorization for this account, and it's done. So let's go back and check that it's properly set up. So this is our account, MSIG Security. We started with the 2 default permissions. Now I change this into a multi-sig account. So as you can see here, so from this account, any transaction that requires a any transaction that requires, say, active permission will need 2 out of these 3 signatures. So this is the first step is to create a multi-signature account. The second step involves using this account. So now I'm going to walk through this process. So there are 3 steps involved. First, someone has to propose a transaction. Second, the people who are required to sign will need to sign the transaction. And the third step is to execute the transaction. So what I want to do is I want to transfer 1 VAX from this account to the 111 account. And this action will need active permission. Now, proposer can be anyone. So let's go ahead and log out of here. Now I'm going to log in with a different account. And I'm going to log in with 211 account. So as you can see, the 211 account is not one of the required people to sign this MSIG, but we are going to propose the transaction from here. So the transaction can be proposed by anyone. So to do that, first we got to go to the blocks, log in with the account that you want to propose a transaction. So we need to activate the multi-sig mode. That's the first step. Then we go to this wallet. And if you click on this transfer VAX button, it should give you the field that you need to fill out. Now this can appear to be confusing at first, but blocks makes it very easy and intuitive. It's a very user-friendly interface. So let's see what we are planning to do here. So we want to transfer 1 VAX token from M6 security account to 111 account. So that's the action we want to do. So this is the contract, this is the action. Now this authorization field can be confusing for some. So this authorization is the permission that's needed to do the transaction from the account. So in our case, we want to transfer 1 VAX from M6 security account, right? So the first one is this is the account here. So for this one, the actor is going to be the account. And to transfer this VAX, we will need the active permission. So that can be confusing to some initially, at least it was for me when I was doing it in the beginning. So this is the actor is the account from which you want to perform the action. This permission is going to be the required permission to do that action. Once that's done, so here rest of the thing is quite intuitive. So we want to transfer 1 VAX from M6 security account to VAX Meetup 111 account. Now this one is also slightly different in VAX compared to the EOS itself. The symbol precision for VAX is 8. And generally it defaults to 4 because 4 is the symbol precision for most of the EOSIO based chains. So let's go here and change it to 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so we got 8 zeros following the decimal. And memo, let's put it as EMC. So let's go down and see here. So it's already pre-populated. So you need 2 out of these 3 signatures to do this. Proposer is 1. This is the name. So let's go ahead and propose. So let's go hello. And it's done. So now we can go out of this, the multi-sig mode. We don't need that anymore. Now to check our MSIG proposal, so let's go here to, if you click on this more tab here, and you can go to all multi-sig. And you can see that this is the one transaction that we just proposed. So we propose to transfer 1 VAX from M6 security account to this 111 account. And this will require 2 out of these 3 signatures. So let's go ahead and log in with one of the accounts. So let's log in with the 111 account first. So we're going to log in with 111 account. Okay. So here you can see that we have logged in as 111 account with the active permission. So we can go and check this account, and you can see the key structure. So let's check all multisigs, and here is our multisig. Now at the right hand corner, you have 2 options here: approve and execute. Now only the people who can sign can approve this transaction, and 111 is one of the accounts that's approved for this. So we'll go ahead and approve this. That's done. So let's log out of this. Now let's log back in with 115 account. So we are logging in with 115. So here you can check again that we are logged in as 115 account with the active permission. So let's go to accounts. Let's go to all multisigs, and let's check our multisig. So 115 is one of the accounts that can sign this transaction. So we'll go ahead and sign. That's done. Now we know that only 2 out of 3 signatures are needed to execute this transaction. Since we already signed, we can also execute this transaction, but anyone can execute this transaction now. So let's go ahead and execute. Perfect, so it's done. So let's view the transaction here. So it's executed, it's pending irreversibility. So let's go back and check the 111 account. There we go. So this is the MSIG that we just did. So we approved the proposal initially. Following that, 115 account also signed the transaction. Following the 2 people signing the transaction, this account MSIG security transferred 1 VAX to this new account, the 111 account. So there you have it. It can be slightly confusing at first, but I encourage you to go ahead and try it. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. I am always here to answer any questions, and I can help you in any way that is possible to make your experience easier. Well, thank you, everyone. That's all for this month, and we will see you again next month. Bye-bye.